Guys, so this is the engineering mathematics board exam frequently asked question, and ang topic na po natin ngayon is trigonometry part 2. Okay, so I hope yung trigonometry part 1 natin na lecture is klaro po yung pagkakadiscuss ko, pero if ever may mga tanong man doon, you can screenshot the specific problem and pwede nyo i-message po sa akin sa messenger. Pakilala po kayo na you're one of my subscriber here in YouTube. Now, again, before we proceed sa trigonometry part 2, don't forget to click subscribe and to click the notification button para naman po ma-update po kayo every time nag-upload po ako ng new lecture videos. So, good day. I'm Engineer Melvin John H. Banzuelo. So, problem number 1, we have find the distance on the surface of the Earth from a point having latitude 38.40 degrees north to the closest point on the equator. Assume that the Earth is a sphere of radius 3,960 miles. Is it letter A, 2,424 miles? Letter B, 2,465 miles. Letter C, 2,546 miles. Letter D, 2,654 miles. So, this is para sa parang spherical trigonometry. Okay? So, Earth's sphere. Okay? So, sa Earth. So, ito siya class. Ito naman yung latitude, yung mga line na pag latitude, ito naman is the longitude. So, sabi sa problem, 38.40 degrees sa latitude. Okay? So, therefore, galing sa equator, north of equator, there is 38.40 degrees. So, galing dito, papunta dito, that is 38.4 degrees. Ito naman yung radius ng Earth, which is 3,960 miles. Okay? So, yung tinatanong dito, class, is the length of this arc, PE. Okay? So, since ito yung tinatanong class, the formula to be used, ito yung S natin. Okay? Yan po yung S. So, ito po yung S na tinatanong. So, ito yung S na tinutukoy dito. Okay? So, ito yung S. So, the formula na gamitin natin is S equals to R theta. Okay, where S, the length of this arc, R is the radius of the Earth, and theta, the angle from the equator going to this point, okay, to this level. Now, since given po yung degrees natin in degrees, remember that always natin po siya i-convert into radian. So, para ma-convert natin sa radian, itong degree value na ito is i-multiply lang natin ng pi over 180. Okay? Baliktad naman, if yung radian is i-convert natin into degrees, i-multiply naman natin ng 180 over pi. But in this problem, yung kino-convert natin is the degree to radian. Therefore, we multiply that by pi over 180. So, pi over 180. So, equals to, ayan po siya, 0.67670206 radian. So, and after that, itong nakuha dito, isa-substitute na lang natin sa formula, which is S equals to R theta. So, ang R, given sa problem, that is 3,960 miles. Ang theta is 0.67 radian. So, pag isolve natin, S equals to 2,654 miles. And from the choices, that is letter, anong letter? That is letter B. Problem number 2, find the value of the secant of the angle theta in standard position if P 43, that is the coordinate niya na xy, is on the terminal side of theta. Okay? Find the value of the secant of the angle theta in standard position if P 43 is on the terminal side of theta. Is it letter A, 4/3? Letter B, 5/3? Letter C, 5 over 4? Letter C, 3 over 2? Okay. So, ito yan siya. Ito yung terminal side na sinasabi, ito yung 0.43, where ang x natin is 4 and yung y-axis natin is 3. Kaya in right triangle, meron tayong length ito is 4 and length naman ito that is 3. Okay? Pag sinabing secant theta class, that is the hypotenuse over the adjacent. Because as we all know, that a secant is reciprocal ng cosine. Or cosine is the reciprocal ng secant. As we remember, that cosine is adjacent over hypotenuse. So, from this right triangle class, using the right triangle or the Pythagorean theorem, pwede natin makuha ng radius niya or ang length nito or ng hypotenuse. So, therefore, r equals to x squared plus y squared where x equals to 4 and y equals to 3. So, therefore, yung r po natin that is 5 and yung secant theta is hypotenuse over the adjacent. So, therefore, that is 5 over 4. And it's very obvious from the choices that is letter C. Okay, so I hope yung klaro po yung pagkaka-explain ko ng solution or klaro po yung pagkaka-discuss ko po ng solution sa problem na ito po. Again, as a reminder po sa atin, if ever hindi po klaro, pwede nyo po akong i-direct PM po sa Messenger and screenshot yung specific problem. Basta may time po ako, sasagot po ako sa tanong po ninyo. Okay, so lalo na yung may mga copies ng book ko po. So, sorry lang po kung maraming typo error sa book. But again, yung purpose ng YouTube channel na to para naman ma-re-explain ko or ma-re-discuss ko po yung nasa libro and dito po sa YouTube channel ko po. Okay, so at least man lang po yung mga erroneous po doon, makokorek ko po dito. Okay, so most of problems, most ng mali po doon sa libro ko po ay typo error. Okay, so yun po. Problem number 3, determine the quadrant containing angle theta. Yung letter A natin is sin theta is less than 0 and tangent theta is greater than 0. Yung letter B naman natin is cosine theta is greater than 0 and cosecant theta is less than 0. So, actually class, marami tayong, may mnemonics tayo dito. Okay, sa ano natin. So, sa Cartesian coordinate system. Okay? So, may mga bastos na mnemonics, meron namang wholesome. So, yung mnemonic ko po dito is all saints to church. So, i-draw ko, we have ito yung y-axis, ito naman yung x-axis. Okay? So, ito yung y po yan, and ito sa kabila, ito naman yung x. Okay. So, yung quadrant. Ito yung quadrant 1. Diba? Quadrant 1 po yan. Ito, quadrant 2. If you remember, okay, quadrant 2. Then, this is quadrant 3. Sorry. Then, ito sa kabila, this is quadrant 4. Okay. So, ang sinasabi dito, remember all saints to church. Okay? All saints to church. So, yung all, this will represent for quadrant 1. Ito po, quadrant 1 po yung for all. And then, etong saints will represent quadrant 2. And yung 2 natin class will represent quadrant 3. Okay, quadrant 3 po yan. Then, itong church will represent quadrant 4. Okay, that is quadrant 4. Now, anong ibig sabihin po niyan, class? Sa quadrant 1, all trigonometric function are positive. We have, sabi, all, dito sa quadrant 1, ang sine, positive, ang cosine, positive, ang tangent, positive, pati na yung mga reciprocal nila. Okay. Itong since naman, S, that is sine. Only the sine function and yung reciprocal niya ang positive sa second quadrant. Bakit naman? Di ba sine will represent your y-axis. So therefore, ano ba yung reciprocal ng sine? That is cosecant. Okay, so therefore, ang positive dito, sine at saka cosecant. Dito, lahat. Sa quadrant 3, to. That is tangent. Only tangent and yung reciprocal niya, yung positive. So, tangent and cotangent dito sa third quadrant. And then, church, that is cosine, only cosine, and its reciprocal, pati yung reciprocal niya ay positive. Ano yung reciprocal ng cosine? That is secant. Now, in this problem, sabi niya, sin theta is less than 0. So, pag sin theta less than 0, ito, tingnan nyo. Di ba? Ito yung will represent the sign. So, sin theta negative. So, it's either third quadrant or fourth quadrant si sin theta. So, kaya nilagay ko dito 3 or 4. So, it's either dito at saka dito. And tangent theta is greater than. So, sa A, negative si sin, positive si tangent. So, para maging positive si tangent, dapat, saan bang quadrant positive si tangent? That is sa third quadrant positive si si tangent. One or the first or the third quadrant positive si tangent. Tama? So sa letter A, ulitin ko ha, sa letter A, eto siya third quadrant or fourth quadrant. Eto naman siya is uh, first quadrant or third quadrant. Okay? So, therefore, since intersection nila is third quadrant, itong letter A na to is in the third quadrant. Ito, oh. Okay, pakita ko sa inyo. So, pareha silang nasa third quadrant. So, sa letter A is in the third quadrant. Yung letter B naman, cosine theta is greater than 0, magiging positive si cosine by first or fourth quadrant. Kaya nilagay ko dito first or fourth quadrant. And then si cosecant naman is by third or fourth quadrant. Magiging negative si cosecant. So therefore, ano siya? Anong quadrant itong si letter B? So that is, si letter B is nasa fourth quadrant si letter B. So, from the choices, ano yung sagot? That is letter D. Okay? So, letter D po yung sagot. I hope klaro po yung pagkaka-explain ko. So, basta tandaan lang, balik natin, positive si sign, either, negative si sign, either the third or the fourth quadrant, and positive si tangent, either saan ba positive si tangent? The third or the first quadrant. Okay? Third or first quadrant. So, therefore, since negative ito siya, and then positive ito, therefore, para maging positive si tangent, kailangan si cosine is negative. So, kaya, etong sin theta less than 0, tangent theta greater than 0 is in the third quadrant. Ito naman, positive yung cosine, either the first or the fourth quadrant. And ito naman, negative siya, either the second, or no, because cosecant is what? Cosecant is ano ba si cosecant? Reciprocal ng sine. So therefore, either the third or the fourth quadrant negative si cosecant. So therefore, positive si cosine, negative si sine or si cosecant, therefore that is fourth quadrant. Saan quadrant yun? So there is the fourth quadrant. Okay? So yun lang for trigonometry part 2. So I hope sana po ang pagkaka-discuss ko ng part ng problem 1, 2, and 3 sa trigonometry part 2 ay klaro po. Pero again po, if medyo hindi po klaro, wag po mahiyang PM or mag-message po sa akin. Basta importante lang magpakilala po kayo and then screenshot nyo po yung specific na tanong ninyo sa diniscuss ko po. So I hope you learned something. Ito po ay nakakatulong hindi lamang po sa mga engineering students or reviewees, hindi lang po sa mga nagre-review para sa board exam, kundi rin naman para naman sa mga undergrad sa engineering. Okay? So, lalo na yung gustong mag-prepare ng maaga for board exam. This is not only for ECE and EE, but para po sa lahat ng engineering po itong discussion na ito. Okay, so this is Trigonometry Part 2. Ang next topic ko po, syempre, is Trigonometry Part 3. So, again, thank you and have a nice day.